Hey kids, it's SgtJoeEvil here. I got these. It's basically some. I've had these for a long time. I got them at Grandmaster Lynn's store a long time ago when he was a mere master. It's just how long it's been. So, anyways, this is weighted chain basically, and it's used in the, I believe, ninjutsu tradition. I'm not trained in that tradition, but it's very well made. I've had this thing for over 20 years, 25 years, and I have hit some stuff with it, and this has really held up. And what I use it for right now, I haven't been swinging it because as you practice less and less, you get less and less good. And these really hurt really bad. I mean, they're like, I mean, they're just solid metal. So what I wanted to show you was some hand positioning techniques that you can learn yourself. You can make something like this out of something that won't hurt you, like tennis balls and some really strong rope or string, and whatever length your chucks are. And then what I would do is then, in order to see where stuff is going to rebound to when you hit it, because you want to be able to control that swing, but if you don't know where it's coming from, your muscles are going to have a chance to engage. So what I'm suggesting here with this is something safe, not this, okay? Unless you're like Yeti butt or something, fine. You know, use whatever the hell you want. Use 2 bricks on a string, I don't care. But but for people like me who are, you know, just trying to learn all this stuff, then what we should do is probably use something that's less safe. But since I've had this thing for 25 years and I've been a karateka and kobudo practitioner, I feel safe doing this. I've been using chucks since I was 13. So I'm not a cool badass like all those other guys, but I do indeed have a little bit of skills. So, all right. So here's what I would do, is and to practice gripping on the end of the chuck too, this is really excellent for, so you simulate that this is the end of your nunchaku. And then just think about it. So you're swinging the chucks, and you hit something. It's going to rebound somewhere. Okay, that's a lot of energy that you're putting into the air. So a lot of people you'll see, they'll move their arms back and forth. It's not some kind of, it is beautiful sometimes when you see people do it right. They go through some hand movements too. I'm not trained like that, but there are some people, I think they use it in a lot of like Filipino traditions. I've seen some people from Guam do it. It's just it's a beautiful thing. And anyways, so you're thinking all the time, all right, where am I vulnerable? Well, when you're on this side, you're over here, you're vulnerable over here, so that's why they're putting their arm up, dude. And then the other thing is, when you put your arm in, you're giving yourself a place to pass through here. And where are you vulnerable? When you're down this direction, when you're down here, well, you're vulnerable up here. So that's why you're seeing a lot of that kind of movement. And they're so quick that they can do it instantaneously. I mean, there's these people that just have they live in now all the time, not like, you know, Americans who have to concentrate on getting into the now. It's wait, where's now? Was that tomorrow or was that yesterday? So I can't find the now. Whatever, you know, that's me too. So anyway, that's what I was thinking of. And so if you can also get from this, if you hit something kind of square in the middle of its mass, there's a more chance of it going to be rebounding. So you might want to duck. So that's why you see a lot of people when they do this kind of move in a plane that's straight like this, boom, they're going to duck. And that's because they don't want to get hit. And they're smart. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I like to think about. And you can do it without anything dangerous, like I said. Or an actual pair of chucks would actually be nice. But I think it's easier to think about and train yourself to use this part of the chuck instead of this part of the chuck. If you have something like that, like weighted, it just gets you used to it. Another thing I wanted to talk about here today, I'll shut up so you guys can go. A lot of the passes that I've seen, throws, aerials, I still don't have the confidence and bravery to just let the chucks go. But what I've seen done that I think I might be able to learn is people are like passing around, okay, so they're like getting a little tiny bit of momentum here, and they're letting this chuck go instead of using it for momentum back. Instead of a bounce, they're using it to just keep going, okay? So I'm trying to practice that momentum of catching with a part of your body. You know, I've done it for years off my waist, but doing it in a different plane where it might hit your head. Be safe, kids. Wear a skateboard helmet if you don't feel embarrassed, or if you're inside and your friends can't see it. So yeah, anyway, that's I think what I need to practice more is that little tiny bit of momentum. Like if you could pass a satellite off of Jupiter and make it go faster, so then too can you pass some chucks up into the air. I just gotta, okay, I'm gonna try. But I tell you, if I am bloody at the end of this video, then you know it was because of this. All right. Oh, that was ugly. Oh, dear Jesus. All right. Yeah, so SgtJoeEvil signing out. Arm reversal, Nexus 666.333. That was my first attempt at an aerial. How embarrassing. Oh. Nah, not really. Not really. I'm all right. Don't worry about SgtJoeEvil. SgtJoeEvil's fine. I'm going to keep trying.